I woke up this morning with an intense craving to draw, which then followed with two questions. What should I draw? How am I feeling, and can I express this in my drawing today? As an artist who films her process and shares it online, it's easy to get caught up with overthinking. You know what I mean. I think we've all been there. Today, I wanted to bring myself back to the true essence of creativity. I wanted to tackle a topic that I tend to fear, a topic that I tend to say, I'll wait for the quote-unquote right time. But what I'm learning more and more is that the time is now. And so today, I'll be capturing a self-portrait and commemorating another year around the sun to capture myself at this point in time. Artists and masters have been doing self-portraits throughout history. They are part of the language artists use to make a point, from the simple things of, this is what I look like, to the more complicated of, here's what I'm feeling energetically. And as we continue to live and continue to grow, this journey of self-discovery is quite infinite. And after celebrating my birthday recently, I wanted to make it a tradition to capture this moment in time from all the growth, all the hardships, the challenges that you can overcome. And I have to say, it is a quite vulnerable topic. However, I do find it important, and the more and more that I tackle self-portraits, like last year when I did the large one, you can check out the 3-part series of the big painting I did. However, I'm finding out how important it is to just tackle a self-portrait and how you really get to know yourself throughout the process. I know it sounds silly, but as artists, when we draw, we are super observant, and we even tap into the energy of the way something feels. And well, any work of art from any artist is actually a self-portrait if you really do think about it. For this drawing, I really wanted to experiment with a watercolor pencil. I've been really enjoying drawing with them, but I wanted to try and use some water towards the end, which sounds risky, but that's exactly what I've been trying to do lately, and just take more risks and be a bit more bold and face fears. So this video is a bit more intimate and slowed down and just a dive deep into my thoughts and my feelings. But just the day before, I went on a nice breakfast with my mom, and as everyone walks their path, we all experience feelings, emotions, sensations. We overcome challenges, but this day and this moment in time, I felt so happy and so uplifted. I myself have been experiencing many changes lately and have been overcoming so many challenges. And I'm reminded to take a moment and commemorate that, even for you. My mom actually ended up taking a photo of me, and something about it just felt like it needed to be captured. So that's what I decided to use as the reference, and this is the one that I'll be referring back and forth throughout the whole drawing while I capture it. And as I do, a quick word from our sponsors, Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform and perfect place for you to build your website. The place for more people to learn more about you, the place to build your online presence. And thanks to their award-winning templates, they really make it a breeze where you can just drag and drop all your images. Here are my scans from my Italy travel sketchbook, and once that was all imported, it was beautifully displayed on my site. I've been personally using Squarespace for a few years now. I really love their analytics, and recently finally started using their newsletter feature. So whether you're ready to jumpstart your online shop, your portfolio, or your newsletter, head over to squarespace.com to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/JessCarp for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. There are many quotes and ideas about fear. Some say that all the magic is sitting on the other side of fear. Some say that the only place fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. And a good question to ask yourself is, why you fear something in the first place? I love living life curiously, and one aspect I've been really learning and going back towards is just living in the moment and appreciating exactly where you are, being where your feet are, not forcing anything, and just allowing things to flow naturally. As I was drawing my portrait, which is my favorite topic of others, I questioned why I was so fearful of it at first. I became so curious learning about masters and artists of our history and the language they developed in their own self-portraits. And it was quite beautiful and inspirational to see them all throughout different years of time. And something in this life that's always gonna happen is things will always change. And studying other artists' self-portraits, seeing the way they capture change and growth through both their ups and downs was quite special to me and allowed me and helped me not to fear the topic as much. An artist known for her self-portraits, Frida Kahlo, paints her reality in her self-portraits. And Pablo Picasso once asked, "Are we to paint what's on the face, what's inside the face, or what's behind it?" And right in this moment, as I'm reflecting on this drawing and my previous self-portrait, not intentionally, I realized I'm holding flowers in both. Both flowers given to me by my mom, a person I share unconditional love with, the person that has given me life. And well, flowers can mean many things. Their language and symbolism is eternal as well. But like anything, it's always open to the viewer's interpretation as well. It's quite easy to run away from yourself or not acknowledge some things. But one of the greatest things that we can do is go inward. Look within our own selves, not being scared to look at ourselves, not being scared to draw us even. Feel the love and light that exists in all of us. And doing another self-portrait and taking some risks with it really opened my eyes to so much, not only about myself, but the connection that I have to this life too. And I wanted to share my process today through this. 1, to not be afraid to be vulnerable. 2, to continue tackling your fears because love is really on the other side. And 3, to express my deepest gratitude for supporting me on this journey. Something about diving deep into a drawing and getting lost in this creative process gives us opportunities to navigate through ourselves, gives us a chance to look at the light of things and find love in it. And every creation, big or small, has something to teach us. And it's quite exquisite that we can learn through creating art.